It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray a give, this is Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Rolling to his right. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they work this out past the 25. Six 0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10 is counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Edmonds. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
This is Gordon on the dump off. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 34-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. They go play action. Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going for it. It's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
And got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now an option play on 2nd down. 1st down and more for Jackson. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down. Connor, he gets away from 1, and he's taken down inside the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Connor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals 7, Ravens 0.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On the move to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Murray now on first down. Green brings it in. Touchdown! A.J. Green, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Ravens nothing. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. They'll run on first down. Connor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 24. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his left. He's to the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Ravens 7. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Again, Jackson. Caught on a slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 35.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray on the move to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Throwing, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Jackson. This is caught. And he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Murray to throw. Steps away. Finding Green complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On second down, Gordon once more. Fights him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Gordon is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Bridgewater will try and throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When you move down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And some room to work. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 50 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Prater for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Out to his left. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Draymond Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Murray a give. This is Connor. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is caught. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, 33 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the 1st half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Mike, 45.
To throw, it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray now on 1st down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hey, take a shot now.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Bridgewater now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Bridgewater's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. That catch good for only a couple. Back to the ground now with Gordon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On third down, Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Bridgewater on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Murray. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 77 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate. as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Dancing to his left. Gets it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Bridgewater. He's got Gordon, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Bridgewater to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, Sutton, a nice catch.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Play fake. Bridgewater. That's checked down to Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.